You know, I was here a while ago and I listened to Deputy Bruton, and I just thought maybe I was in a slightly different planet to the planet he's in, because he certainly isn't living in the reality planet that we have in Ireland at the moment. What we're facing in agriculture, and you know, now I see what the plan is, because he left it slip. If agriculture does its part, if agriculture does its cuts, it'll help other sectors. So now we know what's happening. We're happening around Dublin and Kildare and other places. We're going to save other sectors of society. So the farmers of rural Ireland will have to take their cuts and take their hits, like the people of rural Ireland are. This climate action bill was blindly supported all around the Dáil here by Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil, the Greens, Sinn Féin, and a couple of nod and wing independents. And that's what they supported, is completely the infliction of their own constituents, most of them. But it doesn't matter to the Greens, because the Greens are city-based anyhow, and they won't be worrying about what they'll get in rural Ireland, because they'll get nothing there. Only ran from the doorsteps because people are furious. Look at the people that are trying to pay for their fuel, day to day, mothers and fathers trying to take their children to school, because there is no public transport in rural Ireland. We're totally dependent on the ordinary people sitting into the car, pulling up to the filling station. We're able to buy their fuel for £1.10 last year, paying £1.48 in many of the filling stations now, thanks to the Green Party, thanks to Fianna Fáil, thanks to Fine Gael and Sinn Féin here, who voted for this climate action. This is what you've done. You've attacked the ordinary people in the ordinary towns and villages of rural Ireland, and we're paying. Then I hear Eamon Ryan buying 3 beautiful buses for £2.4 million for Dublin. That's who's paying. We're paying for that. We can't afford to carry the country on our back. And you have to understand that, and we're facing electric blackouts. And let me tell Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and Green Party, if there's an electric blackout in this country, you'll be ran out of the Dáil in this state. You'll be ran out of here. And don't you think that you won't, so you better be petrified and watch what you're doing, because you're taking this country to the edge, and the edge is very, very close to a lot of people, because they can't afford to put the fuel in the tank. It's lovely, it's beautiful green energy and lovely thoughts. It's not happening. Warmer homes has not been delivered in rural Ireland. So people can't buy coal. You put that out of the price range. They can't buy the fuel for the fire. Where are you going to stop? When are you going to understand people are suffering? Ordinary living, country, good living people that voted Fine Gael, that voted Fianna Fáil, never voted Greens. And now they're getting a kick in the teeth when they listen to Deputy Bruton and his dream. Oh, let agriculture take its cuts so that other sectors can be saved. Well, wow. That's the dream. That's not where Fine Gael came from, and the roots of Fine Gael. Many would turn in their graves with listening to this kind of an attitude you have today. You're shocking the way things have happened. You've had opportunities. I put one before Minister Ryan some time back about a floating LNG terminal in Cork to turn things around, to try and turn things around. He's not interested. I don't know why he's not interested. That's a way to turn things around. Experts that have come back to this country, willing to invest in this country, willing to put something in place. All we're doing is ruining our people. Can't sow forestry in this country. We can't cut forestry. We will import it. We'll import the peat moss from Latvia, from all over the country. We're the laughing stock of the world, and the Brazilians must be falling over in stitches as to what's happening in this country. For the love and honour of God, wake up. Wake up and smell the grass go, each and every one of you across the way there. Because I certainly can see it, and I'm talking to my constituents. Go out and talk and knock on the doors of your constituents and ask them, can they afford to take a 1.10 per litre hit to 1.48? And they're trying to drive their children to school, trying to go to work. I have business people telling me they're struggling. They're struggling to keep the shirts on their back and to keep the employees going, because they can't pay what you're expecting them to pay. You're down on their backs, you're expecting too much, you expect you're going to get away with what you do without looking around it. Public transport, you haven't even touched on public transport. Shame on ye. We have the same transport service that we had 25 years ago back in West Cork. It hasn't moved one way or another, only for West Cork Connect, a local operator trying to do it off the bat of his own back, taking people up there day long. Only for that, we had nothing. And that's what we're getting, is zero in rural Ireland, so that we can Fiji above in Dublin. And that's not going to continue.